Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome to today's presentation of Golden West Rustler football on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Matt Rogers with your play-by-play, coming to you live from Golden West College for today's game between the visiting Southwestern Jaguars and the home team, the Golden West Rustlers. Southwestern comes into today's game with a record of 5-3. Golden West is 3-5. Southwestern won the toss. They elected to defer, so they're going to be kicking off. And we are about to start our game. There's the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 1-yard line, coming up across the 15 and brought down at the 16-yard line.
15-yard return. Here are the officials for today's game.
And Golden West set to take the field for the first time today.
And Matt, you know, going into this game, you were mentioning the records. This is really a big game for Golden West. If they want any sort of slim chance of getting into a bowl game, they're going to have to win today and next Saturday also.
So lining up at quarterback for the first time in 3 games is Nathaniel Espinoza. He's been out for the last 3 games, and the Rustlers' offense has been a little slow without him. He drops back to pass, scrambling, and he gets off a pass incomplete, looking for Taj Morant. And that's going to bring up second down. So Espinoza brings a different dimension to the Rustler offense that we didn't see the last few weeks with Zach Lewis. He's got that ability to scramble outside the pocket. Espinoza lining up in the backfield in the shotgun. He's got Morant next to him. There's the handoff to Morant. Heading around to the left side. He breaks the tackle, spins out, and is run out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
Handoff goes to Taj Morant.
And so that was a pickup of about 7.
8-yard gain on the run. Third down and 3.
Yeah, Moran and Jackson, the 2 leading rushers for Golden West, and their total yardage is just about the same, only about 6 or 7 yards apart.
Espinoza lined up with 2 wide receivers to each side. He's got Morant in the backfield with him. He's in the shotgun, and Espinoza's going to take a timeout. Didn't like something that he saw out there. And that voice jumping in that you hear, that's Ed Ford, who's providing our color commentary today, as well as engineering for us. So we have our first timeout, and we're less than a minute into the game. A little bit early to be burning a timeout, but Espinoza saw something that he didn't like, and on this early drive, decided to call a timeout and find out what his coach, Nick Mitchell, wanted him to do.
Third down and 3 at the 23.
So the Rustler offense back out there on the field. Espinoza going to line up with 2 running backs. He's got Tajay Morant. He's also got Devon Jackson back there. 2 wide to his right. And there's a flag. And a false start called on Golden West. That's going to back them up 5 yards, taking that 3rd and short and making it a 3rd and 7 now.
Third down and 8.
3rd and 8, actually. So Jackson leaves. Morant stays out there. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Espinoza in the shotgun takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's looking, doesn't see anything. He's going to scramble out across the 20 to the 25 and brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. And I think he's going to be a little bit short. So Espinoza comes up a little bit short on that scramble, and Golden West is going to have to punt. Max Casper out to punt for Golden West.
Max Casper in punt formation.
Casper gets off a good punt, taken at the 39-yard line of Southwest. Number 27, Taekwon Coleman with the return out across the 45-yard line.
8-yard return.
And Southwestern is going to take possession for the first time today with excellent field position on their own 47-yard line. And Southwestern is led at quarterback by Joshua Owen, who his completion percentage is only 51%, but he's thrown 16 touchdowns compared to only 4 interceptions. Southwestern has a balanced offense, both passing and running. Wide receiver in motion. Here comes the pressure, and Owen has to get rid of it. 2 Rustlers on the pressure. Richard Manuzzi was taking him down as Owen got rid of it. There was 1 receiver in the area, so it wasn't a grounding. And that brings up 2nd down and 10. Owen in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, tosses it outside to Davian Johnson. Johnson out across the 45 down to the 41, and that's going to bring up a 1st down for Southwestern. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Number 2, Keelan Chapman in the backfield. There's a screen pass out to number 84, Tyshed Dixon. Dixon picked up maybe a 1.5 feet on there, so it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10 at the 41.
Owen lined up in the pistol. He's got Chapman behind him. Turns and hands to Chapman. Chapman off to the right. Heads up the middle
Keelan Chapman with the run.
for a pickup of about 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. So first drive of the game for Southwestern. They've moved it out across midfield, and they're in Golden West territory on the 36-yard line. Owen in the shotgun steps back, tosses outside to Saikon. Saikon takes that down to about the 32-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th and short. Looks like the offense is going to stay out there on the field.
And Matt, that might be because they've had some issues with the field goal kicking this season. So I think they're only kicking 33%, but now it looks like they're going to change their minds.
So they call a timeout to talk it over. And yeah, DJ Del Fiero, the field goal kicker for Southwestern, just 2 of 6 on the season. And this would be a really tough field goal. This would be about 49 yards, so it seems to be out of his range. He hasn't hit one beyond 35.
Yeah, plus with the wind coming across, Matt, that, like you said, that would be a tough one. So, you know, might be just better to try to get that 1 yard and keep the drive alive.
So here we go with a fourth down. Southwestern on the year, 13 of 22 on fourth down, 59%. Owen's going to line up under center. He's got three backs. He turns and hands it off. That's out around the left side. And Keelan Chapman on a fourth down busts it 20 yards to the 12-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Southwestern.
And it's good to see some of these coaches get a little bolder, Matt, and go for the fourth down. I mean, when you only have a yard to go early in the game, you might as well do it.
There's the handoff to Chapman, and he's not going anywhere. Jordan Chambers bringing him down. Joshua Owen in the shotgun. He's got three wide to his right side, one to his left. Keelan Chapman, who's been in the backfield the entire drive, is back there. And a wide open pass to number 8, D'Angelo Howard, for a touchdown. And Southwestern is on the board for the first time today, 6-0. So a very good drive for Southwestern. They moved right down the field. They had that 1 4th down, busted it open. And Joshua Owen throws his 17th touchdown of the year. D'Angelo Howard with his first touchdown reception of the season. Del Fierro in for the field, or for the extra point. There's the snap. And the kick is good, and it is 7-0 Southwestern.
Well, Matt, quickly, Southwestern jumps out. And as you said earlier in the game, they have a balanced offense, and they're balanced offense to defense also. They've scored an average of 24.25 points per game, and they've given up 23. Flip the other side of the coin with the Rustlers. They've outscored Southwestern in a per-game average, 29.5. But unfortunately for the Rustlers, Matt, they've given up almost 37 points a game. And before anybody in our listening audience says anything, both of these teams have both played Riverside and Saddleback.
And Coach Nick Mitchell might be having flashbacks to those two games against Saddleback and Riverside, in which the Golden West Rustlers were outscored by 119-51. There's the kickoff taken at about the 11-yard line, out across the 20 to the 25, 30, 35, over across the 40, and finally brought down at the 45-yard line. And so the Rustlers are going to have good starting field position at the 45-yard line as they try and answer that touchdown scored by Southwestern on their last possession. Golden West wearing their black uniforms with their yellow numbers, black hats. Southwestern with their maroon pants, white shirts and maroon numbers, and their golden helmets. Espinoza with two running backs, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, hit as he releases, and that ball was not caught. Looked like Casey Carr might have gotten underneath it. The officials are talking, and they're going to give him the catch there. Excellent catch by Casey Carr. And we're having a discussion amongst the officials. And referee Shane Smith signals first down. 25-yard pass to KC Carr. Espinoza lines up in the pistol. He's got Morant behind him. There's the snap, handoff to Morant. No, Espinoza kept it. He's going to toss it out to the outside, over to the right, and Jeremiah Wright
Jeremiah Wright with the catch.
taking it up close to another Golden West first down.
8-yard gain on the play.
It's going to be 2nd down and 2 on the 22-yard line as Golden West is starting to move the ball. And this is the offense that they've been missing for the past few weeks without Espinoza in there. Espinoza going to line up with both of his running backs, Morant and Jackson, in the backfield. He's got 2 wide to his left, 1 to his right. There's the handoff to Morant. Morant going to run out around the outside and pick up a maybe 1. Going to bring up a 3rd down and short.
No gain. 3rd down. Third down and 2.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 here for the Rustlers. Good drive, hoping they don't stall as they've moved down close to the red zone. Morant lined up in the backfield. Espinoza in the pistol, 2 to his right, 1 receiver to his left. There's the handoff to Morant. He busts it out to the left, out to past the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown! Tajay Morant with his 4th touchdown of the season. And the Rustlers with a chance to tie this game up at 7. 22-yard run for the touchdown by Morant.
Max Casper to attempt the extra point.
Max Casper to try the extra point to tie this game at 7. There's the snap, a little bit high. Snap is brought down, and the kick is good. We are tied at 7 with 7 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We are tied. Rustlers 7, Jaguars 7. And you got to wonder if we're going to see another barn burner like we saw last week. Rustlers lost that game to Saddleback, but there was 101 points scored in that game, nearly 1,100 yards in offense in that game. And we are off to a quick start in this one. Both teams have already found the end zone, and we're just 7 minutes into this game. So we are set for the kickoff. Our score is tied at 7 apiece.
Max Casper will kick off for Golden West. Cameron Tiolala will back deep for the Jaguars.
There's the kickoff, and it's very short. Taken at the 32-yard line.
Fair catch made by Southwestern.
Fair catch on that at the 32-yard line. Southwestern going to take over 1st and 10 with this score tied at 7 apiece. So Southwestern moving right to left across your screen, moving towards the north end zone. Got a bit of a crosswind coming today, but it's a very nice day out here in Orange County. Owen takes the snap. Gets it out to number 84, Tyshed Dixon.
Caught by Teal Shield. Dixon. Sauermore with the tackle.
Second and 12. Owen takes the snap. Quick pass out to Dixon again. Dixon finds a blocker, gets around the outside, and is brought down at about the 38-yard line. That was Sean Browder with the tackle. Grabbed on and just did not let go to Dixon. of Dixon, and Dixon went down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 5 for Southwestern.
Yeah, Saval made one of those laundry tackles on that one, Matt. Like you said, wouldn't let go of the shirt.
Owen's got 3 receivers out to his left side. He's got Chapman in the backfield with him. The wind starts to pick up a little bit. There's the snap. Owen drops back, and he's getting pressured. Scrambles out to the outside, gets it out to Dixon. Dixon thrown out of bounds at 38-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Rustlers are going to get the ball back. And a personal foul called against the Rustlers for that hit. It was a little bit out of bounds, and he, as I said, he just threw him to the ground. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and the Rustlers kicking themselves. Owen in the pistol. He's got Chapman behind him. He's got 2 to the left. There's the handoff to Chapman. Chapman around the outside. Picks up maybe 2. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Owen looking to the sideline, getting his call. Owen once again in the shotgun. He's got Chapman behind him. Saquon and Dixon out to his right. He's got Davian Johnson, and the fumbles the snap and just gets rid of it out of bounds. And that's going to bring up another 3rd down.
Now, last week on SportsNetUSA.net, LA Valley had a lot of trouble with their snapping, and that can really slow down your drive and just kill it.
Especially with the Rustlers are putting some good pressure on Owen so far this game. So just that little bit of a mishandle of a snap can really, really cause a lot of havoc in the backfield. So it's 3rd down. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. He's got Chapman in the backfield. There's the snap to Owen. Owen drops back, and once again there's pressure. And that ball falls incomplete. I'm not sure if he was throwing it to Saquon, and he threw it short, or if he was throwing that ball to Johnson and he overthrew him, because that ball landed right in between his 2 receivers. That's going to bring up 4th down. Justin McGilligot, the punter for Southwestern, gets it off, and it's a little bit of a pooch kick that's going to go out of bounds right about the 10-yard line. Excellent punt by McGilligot. And the Rustlers are going to take over on their own 10-yard line. We are tied at 7 with 5 minutes, 17 seconds left here at Golden West College. You're listening to Golden West Rustler Football on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Matt Rogers. I have Ed Ford alongside me. These 2 teams playing for 3rd place in the National Division. Both of them sitting at 1 and 2 right now. And both of them holding on hope for a bowl game. Zach Lewis comes in, replacing Espinoza. A dump-off pass across the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down for Golden West.
And Matt, you wonder what's going on, that, Espinoza out, now Lewis in.
Yeah, after 3 weeks of being out, Espinoza came back. He looked good. He was running the ball well. Just drove them down for a touchdown. And then he's pulled, and in comes his backup. That ball is caught for, looks like a loss of about 2. Lewis to Carr. So I'm not sure if maybe Nick Mitchell's just trying to ease Espinoza back into it, doesn't want to put him out there the entire time, or if there is something that went wrong with Espinoza on that last drive. But for now, it's Zach Lewis out there. He's got Devon Jackson in the backfield with him. Lewis steps back, fakes the pass, handoff to Jackson, and the bruising running back powers his way forward for about 7.
Bunch of flags came in on that one, Matt.
There was a hold on that one, so it's going to be half the distance. And so, once again, Golden West hurting themselves with penalties, something that's been a recurring theme this year for them. Lewis looking in to get the play. It's 2nd and 21 for the Rustlers. Lewis with Jackson in the backfield. He's got 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Takes a snap and drops back to pass. Getting a little bit of pressure. Dumps it off to Jackson. Jackson takes that at the 18 and is promptly brought down right there. So, pickup of 10 picks up what they lost on that penalty, but it's going to be a long 3rd down. Rustlers just 35% on 3rd downs this year, and this is going to be a long one, 3rd and about 11. Zach Lewis with Jackson in the backfield. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and there's a flag. Oh, there's a timeout. So timeout taken, I believe that was Southwestern who took that timeout.
Yes, Southwestern with the timeout. Let's duck in some scores for you around the CCCAA. Fullerton College, another game on sportsnetusa.net going on right now, but we want you to stay here with Golden West, but they're being streamed too. Saddlebacks ahead of Grossmont by a score of 7-0. That's in the first quarter. San Mateo up on Chabot 10-0. Also in the first quarter. We'll get to some more scores, but let's go back to Matt for the play-by-play.
So here we come for 3rd down and 11. Golden West ball. They're on their own 20-yard line. Zach Lewis still in there at quarterback. He replaced Nate Espinoza on this drive. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's got Devon Jackson in the backfield with him. Devon Jackson moves from his right to his left side. Lewis takes a snap, drops back, throws the pass, and it goes in and out of the hands of David Atencio. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Max Casper out to punt. Casper going to be standing on his own 5-yard line when he hits this one. There's the snap. It's high. Casper pulls it down, gets the punt up, and a fair catch is called for and taken at the 46-yard line of Golden West.
And once again, the Jaguars are going to have excellent field position.
Seems to be the recurring theme of this game. Golden West has done a good job of holding them at bay for the most part, other than that one drive. But it's going to be difficult if it keeps happening over and over again. So Owen, the quarterback, he's got Chapman in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, drops back, throws it, and that ball is in and out of the hands of Davion Johnson. So Southwestern using a lot of screens here today, hoping to bust one open. For the most part, they've been kept at bay. But Joshua Owen throwing those short passes. 2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We are tied at 7, Golden West and Southwestern. Owen takes the snap. Dixon coming across, gets a little shovel pass. And Javian Bird was not fooled on that. He drops Dixon for a loss of 5. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. So what looked like it was going to be an offensive game after the first couple of possessions has turned into a defensive struggle. Neither team really moving the ball. Joshua Owen back in the shotgun. He's got Chapman back there with him. He's got 3 wide to his left side, 1 to his right. Takes a snap and drops back. Good pressure being put on, and down goes Owen. Pablo Araya, number 39, with the sack. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. First sack of the season for Araya. So that's going to bring on Justin McGilligot. His last punt pinned the Rustlers back at their 10. This one is going to go out of bounds and not nearly as troublesome for the Rustlers, as it's going to be marked at their 36-yard line. So decent field position for the Rustlers as they take over. Just 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We are tied at 7 here on the campus of Golden West College.
Ducking into more scores from the CCCAA. Butte is ahead of Sierra. That's in the first quarter, 7-0. Saddleback increasing their lead, 13-0 now over Grossmont. That's in the first quarter.
And it's going to be Zach Lewis still out there. Takes a snap, pitches it out to Devon Jackson. Jackson around the outside to the left and picks up about 6 before being run out of bounds. Going to bring up a 2nd down. I'm going to say 2nd down and 5 from the 41-yard line of Golden West. So I'm curious, Ed, to know what's going on with Nathaniel Espinoza. Why is he not out there? Zach Lewis has Morant behind him. Handoff to Morant. He goes up the middle and picks up about 3. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Of course, Morant with that 22-yard run earlier in the first quarter, the lone scorer on the scoreboard for the Rustlers. And they're going to watch the clock run out here on the first quarter. So after 1 here on SportsNetUSA.net, Golden West Rustlers 7, Southwestern Jaguars 7.
You know, Matt, in the Canyons game, I believe it was, Espinoza came in and then he just, you know, his foot, his ankle just wasn't sound. And he only played, you know, a series and then he was taken back out. So that could be the case again, that maybe that injury from earlier in the year is acting up and it's just, you know, he just has to come out of the game.
It's possible. I mean, Espinoza's game is predicated on his ability to run. So if he doesn't have that ability to scramble, I feel like you're better off putting Lewis out there. He's run the offense the past 3 weeks. He knows how to, you know, he knows his receivers. He knows the playbook. You're better off letting him run the offense if Espinoza is in fact hampered by that ankle injury. So the teams flip sides. Golden West going to be moving from right to left on your screen, moving towards that northern end zone. Lewis going to line up in the pistol. He's got Morant behind him. There's the handoff to Morant on a 3rd and 1. Morant pushes forward And I don't think he got there. Although the linesmen are walking in, they might have given him enough for the first down there, depending on the spot here. And I think we're going to get a measurement.
Well, it looked like he got to the 45. They're going to give him the 45 and a half.
Very generous spot there. So it seems as though, regardless of what this measurement tells us, that Golden West might be going for this. He's going to be about a half a yard short.
Fourth down.
So, Matt, do you do like Southwestern? Do you go for it? Or is this a place where you punt it away because you're still in your own territory?
You know, honestly, you got to start pulling out whatever stops you got. You got a running back like Devon Jackson, who's just like a bowling ball back there. You got to assume he can get that, but it looks like they're going to send out Mass Casper, and Casper's going to punt it away. So Nick Mitchell going to not take the chance. He's going to punt it away and rely on his defense, who has looked very, very good so far today. There's the snap. Casper gets the punt away. And running him back, taken at about the 12-yard line. Out close to the 19-yard line. And Southwestern going to take over here. 1st and 10.
10-yard return.
First and 10 on their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25.
So Joshua Owen trots back out there onto the field, hoping to get something going with his offense. His offense has been stagnant of late after that excellent drive earlier. He's got Chapman in the backfield. Chapman has looked explosive at times. Owen in the pistol, hands it off to Chapman. Chapman looking for a hole. Not much there. Finds some room up the middle. Picks up about 5. There was not a lot there. That was an excellent run by Chapman to find that 5 yards. Owen operating mostly out of the pistol today. He's got Chapman in the backfield with him. And Owen's going to audible out, change the play up. There's the snap, looking for Chapman, turns around. Chapman takes the ball out to the left side. And Chapman with a 5-yard run, going to bring up a first down for Southwestern. And there's a flag late. Very late flag.
Penalty flag on the field.
Flag that late tells me it's something extracurricular.
Run was 5 yards.
So referee Shane Smith lets us know personal foul on Keelan Chapman after the play. So he got the first down on a 5-yard run, but 15 yards taken off afterwards for that personal foul. It's going to be 1st and 10. Joshua Owen once again in the pistol. He's got Chapman behind him. Fakes the handoff, and there's a lot of pressure. Owen gets that away. That was Davion Johnson, was not able to come up with it. The Rustlers getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback today. And And Owen is not handling it all that well. Owen takes the snap, turns, hands it to Chapman. Chapman out to the left side, leaps over a defender, and is finally brought down. Pablo Araya brought him down.
6-yard gain on the run.
Pickup of 6, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and short. 3rd and about 3 for the Jaguars here. So Chapman comes out, and for the first time we see Cameron Tiomala in the backfield for Southwestern. Owen takes the snap, drops back to pass, and lots of pressure, and he is brought down. Pablo Araya, his 2nd sack of the game. Came into this game without a sack on the season. He's got 2 of them here today.
Big play for the Golden West Rustler defense. They can play, despite some of the scores that have been put up against them. It's just sometimes they spend too much time on the field because the offense doesn't move.
So the defense has definitely come to play here today, and we're going to see another punt for Southwestern, and that goes nowhere. That ball was shanked off the side of his foot, and it's going to be down at the Southwestern 35-yard line. Excellent field position for Golden West.
I think the referee should have called the infield fly rule on that one.
That was a can of corn.
Yep.
So Golden West coming in on offense, and it's going to be Espinoza back at quarterback. Espinoza at quarterback. He's got Morant in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it to Morant. Morant around the outside to the left, and nothing there for him. So no gain on the play for Tajay Morant. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. And this is a possession, when you take over the ball at the 35-yard line, you have got to get points here. So this is a really important possession for Golden West. Score is tied at 7 apiece here in the 2nd quarter. Espinoza with both of his running backs in the backfield, takes a snap, drops back to pass. Some pressure, he's got a man downfield. He was looking for Jeremiah Wright, but could not hit him. It's gonna bring up 3rd down and 10. So Espinoza looking in for the play here. Very important 3rd down for Golden West. Javon Jackson is going to leave the field, so only one running back going to stay in the game. Espinoza with one receiver to his left. He's got 3 spread out to his right. Espinoza calling out the signals, takes a snap, drops back to pass. Looking to the sideline, and that ball is through the hands of Adam Armstrong. Incomplete, and Golden West takes over possession at the 35-yard line, goes 3 and out, does not gain a yard.
Yeah, like you said, Matt, big opportunity. You get just stupendous field position and 3 offensive plays, and you come up with nothing. You don't gain a yard.
So they are going to punt this one away. And just a little pooch punt, gonna go out of bounds through the end zone And Southwestern going to take over with a new set of downs at their 20-yard line.
And nothing really went right there, Matt, for all 4 plays, because even the punt, you didn't get it, pin them deep at about the 5 or the 4 yard line.
Exactly. If you're punting from the 35-yard line, you need to pin them down. So a net punt of only 15 yards there. Joshua Owen in the shotgun for Southwestern. He has Keelan Chapman in the backfield with him, drops back to pass. Looking out to the outside, nothing there. And he throws it at the feet of his receiver, Davion Johnson. And Joshua Owen has struggled with his accuracy this year, just 51% on the season, completion percentage, and he is struggling with it once again. Keelan Chapman heading out for this play. And it's going to be Travion Davies in at running back for Southwestern. There's the handoff to Davies. He's up middle, not much there. Golden West just swarmed him. Maybe a pickup of 1.5 yards there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Third and 8 for Southwestern. And what has turned into a defensive struggle here on the campus of Golden West College. Davies stays out there as the running back. Joshua Owen, the quarterback. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Reverse that, 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Drops back to pass, pressure. Was able to get it away and complete across the 35-yard line.
First down for the Jaguars. D'Angelo Howard with the catch.
Gets it complete to Howard over across the middle. Devontae Dillard had Owen's jersey in his hand but could not bring him down. Owen was able to get rid of it, and it's a new set of downs for Southwestern.
First and 10 at the 37.
So it's first down Southwestern on their own 37-yard line. Owen taking the snap in the shotgun. Gonna run an option, passes or pitches it out to Davies. Not much there for Davies, got maybe 1/2 yard. And it's gonna be 2nd down and 10 yards for Southwestern.
1 yard gain.
So 8.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. We are tied 7-7. Golden West Rustlers, Southwestern Jaguars. Joshua Owen in the pistol. There's the handoff to Amari Green, his first snap of the game.
Amari Green with the carry.
He picks up 3 yards.
1 yard gain again. 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7 here for Southwestern.
3rd down and 8 at the 39.
Southwestern rotating their running backs. Owen, the quarterback. He's got Green in the backfield, takes a snap, drops back, looking for Green out of the backfield, and that ball was behind him. Green could not come up with it, and we're going to see another punt here. Cesar Macias in to punt after Justin McGilligot booted that last punt off the side of his foot. Macias takes a snap and gets this one off, and fair catch called for and taken at the Golden West 24-yard line by Diego Jackson. So, Ed, this looked like it was going to be an offensive game at the beginning. We saw some scoring right off the bat, and then we have not seen much offense since.
Yeah, things have slowed down, and Golden West obviously last possession they had a great opportunity with excellent field position and just squandered it.
So Espinoza's still out there. He's got Morant in the backfield with him, taking the snap out of the pistol. He's got two wide receivers to his right, two to his left. There's a snap, turns hands to Morant. Morant up the middle, breaks a tackle, and moves forward, and still going. Morant refusing to go down, takes that out to about the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5. Espinoza once again in the pistol. He's got Morant in the backfield behind him. Turns, takes a snap, hands it to Morant. Morant around the right side. Busts that one out to the outside and run out of bounds at the 34-yard line. First down, Tajay Morant and the Golden West Rustlers taken out at the 37-yard line. Golden West going to go 2 running backs here as Devon Jackson comes in. So Espinoza going to take this snap in the shotgun. He's got Jackson to his right, Morant to his left. There's the snap, handoff to Morant. Morant following his blockers around the outside to the 50, the 45, 40, 35, 30. Morant comes back and is finally brought down at the 21-yard line. Huge play for Tajay Morant. And Golden West has something brewing as they are down to the 20-yard line. So Morant heads out, Devon Jackson stays in. Espinoza in the pistol with Jackson behind him. Takes a snap, turns around, hands it off to Jackson. No, he does not. Espinoza kept it, and Espinoza with a 20-yard run, touchdown, Golden West. Golden West running game coming alive here on that drive, and they have taken the lead for the first time today. 13-7 Golden West. Max Casper in for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it doinks off the upright. That's going to be no good. So Golden West gets into the end zone. They can't add on the extra point, but they have taken the lead for the first time today. It is 13-7 Golden West with 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Let's go back to the scoreboard for you. More games going on. Chaffee leading West LA by a score of 19-9, and Chaffee is really the powerhouse in the American Division. They're undefeated, so that one is going according to plan or schedule. Fresno City over Sequoias by a score of 9-7. Another important game up in the northern section. Foothill ahead of De Anza by a score of 14-0. And Saddleback is just pouring it on Grossmont. That score 29-0, and that's in the second.
It's almost unfair for the teams in the Southern Division that they have to play Saddleback and Riverside both in the same season. Golden West set to kick it off. Casper with the kickoff. And that ball is going to go through the end zone for a touchback. So for Southwestern, they need to find something on offense because they have not had it working ever since that first drive of the game. So Joshua Owen trots out there to his huddle, hoping to get something going. Just 5 minutes, 14 seconds remaining here in the first half. Keelan Chapman back in at running back. Owen in the shotgun. Chapman to his right, turns, hands it to Chapman. Chapman up the middle, stumbles across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
And Matt, earlier you were mentioning Saddleback and Riverside. Riverside tonight, they are going up against Orange Coast. That's a home game for them. And with Saddleback having their game in hand pretty much after the first quarter, big showdown next Saturday.
Owen swings this one outside to Dixon. Dixon takes it across the 30 to the 35. There's a flag on the field as Dixon is brought down at the 40-yard line by Austin Kramer. Officials discussing this flag. It looks like Southwestern is moving backwards. And they call illegal block on Taylor Sacon, negating the big play by Dixon and what would have been a first down. Now instead it's going to be second and long for Southwestern. And just nothing going for their offense today. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 15. Owen in the shotgun. He's got Chapman off to his right. 2 receivers on each side. And another flag thrown. Delay a game called on Southwestern. So Southwestern, after falling behind in this game, now just going backwards. It's going to be a 2nd and 20 from the 15-yard line. Owen lined up in the shotgun. He's got Chapman to his left. Drops back to pass. Good protection. Gets that ball out over the middle. Across the 45 to the 50, 45, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown! Davian Johnson. 85-yard pass. Wow, he caught that in traffic and then just came flying out of there, and no one was going to catch him. So here comes the extra point to give Southwestern the lead. The snap, it is down, and it bangs off the upright. And just like that, we see 2 quick touchdowns. Both kickers missed the extra point, and we are tied at 13.
Well, you don't see that every day.
No, you don't. So we are still tied at 13 apiece. There's 3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in this first half. Golden West 13, Southwestern 13. You are watching Golden West Rustler football on sportsnetusa.net. I am Matt Rogers coming to you live from the campus of Golden West College. I've got Ed Ford here with me.
Well, let's get in some more scores while we have a quick chance. Santa Ana up on Glendale by a score 28-13. That game is at Glendale College.
So here we go with the kickoff, tied at 13. And that ball is taken at about the 15, out across the 20 to the 25. Flag is down, out across the 35, close to the 40. But this ball is going to be coming back on what looked like a block in the back. So it was a holding call there. Called at the 20-yard line. They're going to mark it half the distance to the goal. So Golden West going to take over the ball at their own 10-yard line. 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the first half. We are tied at 13 apiece.
First and 10 for Golden West at their own 10.
And so once again, after a scoring drive, Zach Lewis comes in at quarterback. He's got Morant and Jackson in the backfield with him. Lewis takes the handoff, or takes the snap, hands it off to Morant. Morant around the outside, nothing there. No gain from Morant. In fact, he actually lost a yard there, so that's going to bring up second down and 11. And this Golden West offense, they look like a different team when they've got Zach Lewis out there as compared to Nathaniel Espinoza. And it's Lewis out there right now. Second down and 10. Drops back to pass. Gets that out across the middle, off of the hands of Morant. Morant had some running room in front of him if he could have brought that in, but was not able to get it. And that's going to bring up a third down. Third down and 11.
Big chance for Southwestern here.
Yeah, if they can stop them here on this third down, Southwestern is going to get some good field position with about a little over 2 minutes left in the first half of a tie game. So this is a big play right now for Zach Lewis. Standing on his own 3-yard line as he takes the snap. He drops back to pass. He's standing in his own end zone. Gets that ball out across the middle. And that ball is caught to the 30 to 35, 40. And finally brought down at about the 42-yard line is Jeremiah Wright. Big play for Golden West there. Zach Lewis literally standing in his own end zone. Gets that ball out across the middle. And Jeremiah Wright takes it all the way out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. It is a first down for Golden West. Lewis with both of his running backs in the backfield takes the snap, hands it off to Morant. Morant out around the right side. He busts that one open. He's out across the 40 and brought down at the 33-yard line. Another big run for Morant. And he almost sprung that one. He had one man to beat.
25-yard gain on the run.
25 yards from Morant on that run. And the Rustlers once again with excellent field position at the 33-yard line. Jackson in the backfield behind Lewis. There's a play action pass thrown and caught out across the 30 to the 24. Trevor Hobbs with the catch. And another first down for Golden West. We got a minute 30 left in the first half. Golden West looking to score here and head into the locker room with the lead. Zach Lewis with Devon Jackson behind him. Lewis in the pistol. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Jackson. Nothing there for Jackson. A flag comes flying in at the end. And Jackson was moving forward before that snap. Going to make it 1st and 15. 1st and 15 from the 26-yard line. 1 minute, 12 seconds left in this first half. Espinoza comes back in to play quarterback. Lewis heads off. Devon Jackson still out there at running back. Espinoza takes a snap, looking to pass, getting a lot of pressure, and he's just going to run it to the outside and toss that one out of bounds. Another flag on the play, though.
Got to be against the Rustlers.
And that was a hold against the Rustlers, so they got it all the way down to the 22-yard line and have just backed it up since. That's going to make it 1st and 25 now at the 36-yard line. Just 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rustlers still with 2 timeouts remaining. Espinoza at quarterback. Jackson behind him. He's got 2 wide receivers to each side. Jackson goes in motion. Espinoza drops back. There's the screen pass, and it was nearly picked off. So nothing there for Espinoza. So we've seen the Rustlers going back and forth between Espinoza and Lewis in this game, and now we've seen them do it here on this drive. The drive started with Zach Lewis at quarterback. He brought them out across midfield into Southwestern territory, and then Espinoza came in, and the team has moved backwards since then. It's 2nd down and 25, and we've got a timeout for Southwestern. That's their final timeout of the first half. So 44 seconds remain here in the first half. We are tied at 13. Golden West moved the ball all the way down to the 21-yard line since have taken 2 penalties that moved them back to the 36. It's going to be 2nd and 25 when we come back from this timeout. And Golden West trying to get something on the scoreboard before we head to the break. So we head back from our timeout. Still Espinoza in there. He's got Jackson in the backfield with him. Carr, Hobbs, and Atencio to his left. Jeremiah Wright to his right. Espinoza takes a snap. He drops back to pass. He's looking out across the middle, and that ball is dropped by Trevor Hobbs on the 25-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 25. 39 seconds remaining on the clock. So you got to wonder if Golden West is going to try and pick up this 25 yards here, or if they're going to try and make it a more manageable field goal, because right now this would be a 52-yarder, which is definitely out of their range. Espinoza drops back to pass. He's looking. Pocket almost swallowed him up, but he was somehow able to get out of it. Flag comes down. Espinoza runs it out of bounds at the 36-yard line for no gain. And a face mask on Southwestern is going to give Golden West new life after they had shut the drive down. 1st down for Golden West. Huge penalty there for Southwestern. So Golden West going to take the ball at the 19-yard line, 29 seconds remaining on the clock. Espinoza at quarterback. He's still got Jackson out there behind him. Espinoza takes the snap. He drops back. Looking downfield, he's got a man wide open, and that is a touchdown. David Atencio. Touchdown, Golden West. With 24 seconds left on the clock here in the first half, Golden West goes on top. It's 19-13. Atencio's 7th touchdown of the season. And Max Casper on to attempt the extra point. He missed the last one. Bounced it off that right upright. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and this one is good. It is 20-13, Golden West in the lead.
Golden West is 20, Southwestern 13.
Well, it took two quarterbacks, Matt, but Golden West got the score on that drive.
They did. 90-yard drive for Golden West there. Big completions for both quarterbacks, too. Lewis completed that pass out of his own end zone to get them out to about midfield, and then the touchdown there by Espinoza. So both quarterbacks working it well. And Golden West has been rotating their quarterbacks, but all 3 touchdowns they've scored today have come with Espinoza on the field. So Casper lining up to kick this ball off. There's 24 seconds remaining here in the first half. There's the kickoff. And that one's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. And I'm going to go ahead and assume with 24 seconds left on the clock and no timeouts, Southwestern's probably not going to try and move the ball here and be happy to go into the locker room down 7 here on the campus of Golden West College. So it's going to be first down and 10 on the 25-yard line. We'll see if they hand the ball off and try and get something, or if we're going to see the quarterback, Joshua Owen, just take a knee. Doesn't look like he's going to take a knee because he's in the shotgun. And he does take a knee. So that's going to run the clock out. We are going to head to halftime. So as the teams jog off the field, we take a look at the scoreboard. Right now it shows Golden West ahead, 20-13. So Golden West fell behind early in this game, 7-0, came back, put together some good offense. They're going to go into the locker room ahead right now, 20-13. For Golden West. Golden West 4 of 8 on third down so far today. Espinoza with Morant in the backfield. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking out to his right. Gets that one to Morant. Morant catches it, takes it out to about the 30-yard line where he's driven out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down and 5. It would be a 47-yard field goal, 46-yard field goal from here. And Nick Mitchell's going to send Max Casper out there to attempt the field goal.
Max Casper to attempt a 44-yard field goal.
There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's got the distance, and it is no good. He pushed it to the right. Max Casper unable to convert on a 46-yard field goal. Would have been the longest field goal of the season for Golden West. Previous long was 44 by Jose Arredondo. And Southwestern is going to take over after Golden West unable to put anything on the board after driving into Southwestern territory. Southwestern ball on the 30-yard line. We have 5 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Golden West leads Southwestern 20-13 here on SportsNetUSA.net. Joshua Owen takes the snap, tosses it outside to his receiver, D'Angelo Howard. Howard takes that out across the 30 to 31 yard line for a pickup of 1. Lots of short gains on these screen passes for Southwestern. Couple of big plays, but for the most part, not much there on these little screen plays. Owen takes a snap, turns another screen play. This one is to Dixon. Dixon nearly loses the ball. Taishi Dixon catches the ball, but picks up maybe a yard. That's 7 receptions for 9 yards for Dixon today. Brings up a 3rd down and 9 for Southwestern. It's going to be Owen taking the snap in the shotgun. He's got Chapman to his right. Owen drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Gets it out over across the middle to Saquon. Saquon across the 50 to the 45 to the 40 and run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for Southwestern. Taylor Saquon to the 42-yard line of Golden West for a 1st down. So Golden West put some pressure on Owen there, but he was able to get rid of it for a big gain. 1st down and 10, Southwestern. Owen drops back, completes the pass. Paul Thompson with the reception, taken out of bounds after a pickup of 2. Sets up a 2nd down and 8. They marked him out at the 37, so it was a pickup of 4, bringing up a 2nd down and 6. Owen in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, and another screen. This one once again going Thompson. This one over Thompson's head, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6 for Southwestern. So lots of screen passes so far today for Southwestern. Some have worked, some have not. Owen lines up with Chapman in the backfield. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Drops back to pass. He's looking to the right. There's the pass. He's got Saquon. He had it in his hands, but the ball is knocked away. Excellent defense there by Isaiah Palmer to knock that ball away at the last second, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for Southwestern. So McGilligot going to come in to punt. Diego Jackson back deep to receive the punt for Golden West. McGilligot gets the punt off, and it's a short one and angled out of bounds. And Golden West is going to take over on the their own 15-yard line. 3 minutes, 12 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Rustlers lead this game by a score of 20-13. Not much happening so far here in the 2nd half. We've seen each team have a couple of possessions and get nothing out of it. And Coach Nick Mitchell going to stick with Espinoza at quarterback. Huge first half for Tajay Morant, but it's been Jackson getting the ball here in the 2nd half. Morant is in now. Espinoza takes a snap. He's looking downfield, has a man at the 25-yard line. Jeremiah Wright with the catch. Pickup of 10 and a first down for Golden West.
11-yard gain and a first down.
So it's Espinoza at quarterback. He's got Morant behind him. Jackson split out to the left as a fullback. Espinoza fakes the handoff, gets that one off to Jeremiah Wright again.
Jeremiah Wright was the reception.
Right out across the 30-yard line. Close to another first down. He's going to be about 2 yards shy there. Setting up a second and about 3 now. 2 running backs flanking Espinoza. Jackson to his right, Morant to his left. There's the handoff, fakes the handoff to Morant. Espinoza looking downfield, and he got hit and brought down. There's a flag on the play. Brian Williams looked like he might have got his face mask there.
Brian Williams with the sack.
And that's exactly what it is, a face mask by Brian Williams. And it's going to be a personal foul and a first down for Southwestern, or for Golden West.
Automatic first down for the Rustlers.
So that's going to bring it out to the Golden West 47-yard line, a brand new set of downs for Golden West. Espinoza still has both of his running backs out there, but Morant's going to be split out to the left and a wide receiver in the slot position. Espinoza takes the ball, pitches it to Jackson, and nothing there for Jackson. A late flag comes in.
Jackson with the pitch and carry. Penalty flag on the play.
And that was on Golden West, so that's going to back them up.
10-yard penalty against Golden West, still first down.
Holding penalty for 10 yards, going to bring up a first down and 20. Espinoza with Morant behind him. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. There's the throw. Complete over the middle, across the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Golden West. Trevor Hobbs.
63 yards.
Espinoza's second touchdown pass of the game. 63 yards to Trevor Hobbs. And Golden West goes up 26-13. Max Casper in to attempt the extra point. He's 2 of 3 on extra points so far today. Just missed that long field goal a few minutes ago. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it is good. And after the long touchdown to Hobbs, it is now 27-13. Golden West leads Southwestern.
And Matt, this is moving by quickly. This third quarter is just about over. We only have about 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and Golden West has a healthy lead.
Yeah, and we've not seen anything out of the Southwestern offense here in the second half. As Golden West continues to build on this lead. Espinoza's first game back after a 3-game absence. He has two passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, leading this offense. Golden West looks like a different team than they have the last few weeks. Max Casper set to kick off. There's the kickoff, and that one is going to go out of bounds, and a penalty flag flies.
get a few scores in for you. Another game being streamed on sportsnetusa.net. Fullerton College leading El Camino 13-0. That's with about a few minutes left till halftime. Santa Ana ahead of Glendale by a score of 42-0. And Allen Hancock leads Pierce 24-7.
So Southwestern going to take over on their own 35-yard line after that kickoff went out of bounds. Some discussion over on the sideline with referee Shane Smith, head linesman Keith Sabo, and the Southwestern coaching staff. Southwestern coached by Ed Carberry, all-time leading wins leader at Southwestern. Took over that distinction earlier this year. Joshua Owen takes the field, now looking up at the scoreboard and finding himself down by 2 touchdowns. Owen takes the snap, he's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to run up the middle and find some room there, out across the 45 to the 47-yard line for a first down, 12-yard pickup by Joshua Owen. Joshua Owen, not a guy who is known for his legs. Does have a 53-yard run on the season, but other than that one run, he's minus 19 rushing on the year. So it's going to be a first down for Southwestern. Owen takes the snap, hands it off to Chapman. Chapman looking for some room, but there's nothing there. And he is brought down in the backfield by Dakota Hart.
2-yard loss on the play.
Or was that might have been David Whitney with the tackle. And a Jaguar is down, and the medical staff out to tend to him. We've got 37 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. You are listening to Golden West Rustler football on sportsnetusa.net. I am Matt Rogers alongside Ed Ford. PJ Array, our cameraman today. So trainers working on the down Jaguar. I can't make out exactly who it is. It's one of the guys on the offensive line.
Well, Matt, let's duck in a few more scores while we have a chance. Going up to the top of the scoreboard at the half, San Mateo beating Chabot 23-7 as the Bulldogs continue their quest to get into the championship play. Hartnell over Los Medanos by a score of 7-3. Also, Butte is beating Sierra. Sierra had been playing well as of late, and they're down 28-14. Saddleback piling it on Grossmont still. That's 39-0. Foothill in front of De Anza, 21-0. Cabrillo 24. Merced 6. Fresno City leading Sequoias. That's the start of the fourth quarter. 17-7, and one more score for you. Fullerton still leading El Camino 13-0.
Thank you, Ed. So the training staff leading big number 74 freshman Christian De La Cruz off the field. He was able to get off on his own power. It's going to be second down and 12 for Southwestern. There's the snap handoff to Chapman. Chapman up the middle. Picks up about 5 on the play. They spotted on the 48. It's going to bring up a third down and 9 for Southwestern. As the third quarter has come to a close, we are through three quarters here on the campus of Golden West College. Golden West leads this game by a score of 27-13 over the Jaguars of Southwestern College. And Golden West holding on to that slim hope of making a bowl game. If they lose this game, they're out. If they win this game, they still have hope. And right now they have a 2-touchdown lead on the scoreboard with just 15 minutes to play. They've done an excellent job of keeping the Southwestern offense at bay, with the exception of a couple of big plays. And the offense has looked rejuvenated with Nathaniel Espinoza back at quarterback. Teams are going to switch sides. Southwestern's going to be moving towards that northern goal, going right to left on your screen. Third down and 9 at the 48-yard line for Southwestern. Owen takes a snap and drops back. Looking downfield, there's pressure. He's going to roll out. He gets out past the 50-yard line to the 45. Looking for that first down. Out across the 40. He's got his first down. Continues to run down to the 35. The ball comes out. Jumped on by Tyshee Dixon. There's a flag on the play. For the moment, it's a first down for Southwestern. Both teams pointing the other way.
Well, there seems to be more Rustlers pointing than Jaguars, so maybe that's what happened.
And the Jaguars look like they're moving back. So it's a block in the back, a personal foul. Block in the back. So that big play is wiped out. Southwestern needs to move back, and it's third down and long. So it's a third down and 14. Some discussion right now between our officials. Referee Shane Smith, headlinesman Keith Sabo, trying to decide where this ball should be spotted. Shane Smith having a discussion with head coach Nick Mitchell over on the Rustler sideline. And looks like we're set. Shane Smith blows the whistle. Here we go for third down and 14. Owen takes a snap. He drops back to pass, looking across the middle. He's got his man out to the 48-yard line. Davion Johnson tried to take a step outside and actually lost a yard from where he caught it. Brought down at the 47, and that's going to be a fourth down. His fourth down and 10. And time is beginning to run out on the Jaguars. Just 14 minutes left in this game, and they're about to give the ball back up. So it's Messias set to punt this ball. He gets it off. There's the kick. And a fair catch called for at the 14-yard line by Diego Jackson. We are under 14 minutes remaining in this game. Golden West leads by 2 touchdowns, and the offense is heading back out looking for some more. And it looks like Zach Lewis is back in at quarterback. He's got Devon Jackson behind him. Lewis takes the snap, hands it to Jackson. Jackson around the outside. Took 3 men to drag him down, but he finally comes down. There's a flag on the field as well. And that's holding on Golden West.
Against the Rustlers.
So Golden West's going to get backed up right here.
Marked back half the distance. Still first down.
And I think the most important thing for the Rustlers right now is ball control. There's 13 and a half minutes left in this game. They're up by 2 touchdowns. They just got to make sure they don't give that ball up. Don't give Southwestern any opportunities. Don't give them good field position at this point. Zach Lewis is going to take this snap on his own 1-yard line. He drops back standing in his end zone, and he throws that one over the head of Devon Jackson out of bounds, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and long.
17 at the 7.
2nd and 17 for the Rustlers. Zach Lewis with Devon Jackson lined up behind him. He's got 2 wide receivers to both sides. Fakes the handoff to Jackson, and he's getting pressured in the end zone. A flag comes out. Pass is ruled incomplete.
Looks like a hold.
It looks like a hold. Pass was complete for a loss of 2. The hold is declined. A loss of 2. Rustlers backed up to their own 5-yard line. So 3rd down and 19. Lewis lines up in the shotgun. He's going to take this snap standing in his own end zone. Last thing you want right now is a safety. He's going to hand it off to Jackson. Jackson up the middle. And as usual, it takes 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. He brings it out to about the 10-yard line. It's going to set up a 4th down. And on comes the punt team.
5-yard gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Yeah, so that basically just gave them some breathing room on that. Not much more than that, but you don't want to be punting from your own end zone.
You don't want to be punting from your own end zone, and you also don't want to make a bad decision, throw that ball, have it picked off, and give Southwestern a chance to take over really good field position, although they're going to get pretty good position right here. Max Casper takes a snap in the end zone, and he fumbles it and barely gets that one off. And for the situation that he was put in, that was a pretty nice punt.
We can show you the replay again on this. You can see how the snap came in, but the ball was just bobbled and went down on the ground.
Great composure by Casper to get that ball and get that ball out of there. So Southwestern going to take over on the 45-yard line. Still plenty of time on the clock. There's still 12 minutes left in this game. They're down by 2 touchdowns, but this is definitely not a deficit that can't be overcome. So the Golden West defense is going to have to stay ever vigilant. Owen takes the snap, drops back, and he was pressured, lots of pressure. Flag on the play. Might have been a hold there. And that exactly what it was, a hold on Southwestern. Going to move them back into their own field, their own side of the field. 10-yard penalty. So that's going to set up a 1st down and 20 now for the Jaguars. Owen with Chapman in the backfield. Drops back to pass. There's a screen. He gets it out close to the 50-yard line. That was Davion Johnson making the catch. Takes it to the Southwestern 49 for a pickup of about 4. Going to set up a 2nd down and 16. Owen in the shotgun. Takes the snap. There's the handoff to Coleman, or Chapman, sorry. Nothing there for Chapman. Going to set up a 3rd down and 16, and it seems like this has been the situation for Southwestern all day long, just 3rd and long.
And really one where the Golden West defense, you don't want to make any mistakes here, any sort of personal fouls. Stop them here, get the ball back in pretty good field position, and you can eat up a lot of this clock.
So Owen going to line up with 4 wide. He's got Chapman in the backfield with him. He takes a snap. He drops back to pass. Only a 3-man rush for Golden West. Plenty of time for Owen. Finally gets this ball away, and a great play made by Austin Kramer, getting his hand on the ball and knocking it away. Tyler Sacon looked like he might have had a step there, but Kramer batted that ball down. And that brings up 4th down, and it's going to be Macias in to punt for Southwestern.
Matt, no attempt by either team to block a punt here all day long.
That's true, and there another punt dropped, and Macias kicks that straight up in the air, and a very favorable bounce for Southwestern. That was a bad punt with a great bounce. So Golden West going to take over on their own 20-yard line. Just 10 minutes remaining in this game. They lead by 2 touchdowns. And if they can get that running game going, they can milk a lot of this clock and really put the pressure on Southwestern. So it was Zach Lewis at quarterback on the last possession, but Espinoza is back in there again. He's going to have both of his running backs in the backfield with him. There's the snap, handoff to Morant. Morant trying to get around the outside, and he is just dragged down, and it looked like he was dragged down by his face mask. And that's exactly what it was, a face mask on Southwestern, and it's going to be 15 yards and a 1st down for Golden West. And if you are Southwestern, that is a really bad penalty to take, because right now you're not only playing against the clock, but you're also playing against field position, and that is a huge swing in field position. 15 yards given to Golden West on a play that should have been a loss of 2. Golden West ball on the 35-yard line. Espinoza with Jackson behind him. There's the snap, turn, fake the handoff, pass it out to Morant. Morant's got the ball out across the 40-yard line, or close to the 40-yard line, and he's run out of bounds there. Pickup of 3. Sets up a 2nd down and 7 for Golden West. Espinoza calls his offensive line back to him to have a quick discussion. Morant split out in the slot to the right. Jackson lined up in the backfield. There's the handoff to Jackson. He's going to go right up the middle, bounces off a man, out across the 45 to the 49-yard line, and a 1st down for Golden West. So Devon Jackson has not been as much of a factor as we've seen the last few weeks today, but that was a big first down run for him right there. And Golden West is going to be able to run some more time off of the clock. Espinoza with Armstrong to his right. Atencio and Hobbs out to his left. And Espinoza is dragged down in the backfield. Quarterback sack for Sebastian Medina. That was the first sack of the season for Sebastian Medina. Espinoza takes the snap, hands it off to Jackson, and there's nothing there. It's going to bring up a third down and long. But you look up at the clock, and it's going to go down under 7 minutes here. Third down, 16 for Golden West. Morant's going to head off, so it's going to be just Jackson in the backfield with Espinoza. Jeremiah Wright to the right. It's going to be Hobbs, Atencio to the left. Espinoza drops back and pressure once again. And it looked like number 45, Devin Brown, with the sack. Max Casper back to punt. Golden West runs that clock all the way down before getting that punt off. It's fielded at the 25-yard line, out across the 30 to about the 35-yard line. Terry Wright with a 9-yard return. There's 5 minutes, 43 seconds remaining on the clock, and it's almost do or die time right now for Southwestern. They've got to get points on this drive. Owen takes a snap, he drops back, he's looking downfield, gets some pressure. Let's go with that ball. He's got a man, and he brought it down. That was Taylor Sycon. Tyler Sycon all the way down to the Golden West 32-yard line, and Southwestern is not done yet.
44-yard gain.
Owen looking in for the call.
First and 10 at the 22.
He's got Amari Green in the backfield with him. It's been Keelan Chapman all day long, but it's going to be Amari Green right now on the most important drive of the game. Owen drops back to pass, looking over the middle, and that one is dropped by Sycon. So that was right in Sycon's hands, and he just dropped it. Would have been a pickup of maybe 4 or 5 had he held on to it. Brings up a second down and 10 as we see the clock has run under 5 minutes. Owen with Green in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, getting pressured. Owen is trying to fight out of it, but he could not get away. That was just a host of Rustlers there bringing him down.
10-yard loss in the sack. Timeout was called by Southwestern.
Looked like it was Amore who brought him down, who, among others. Arredondo was in there as well. So Southwestern takes their first timeout of the second half. There's 4 minutes, 48 seconds remaining on the clock. Golden West leads this game by a score of 27-13 right now. It's going to be a third down and very long here. And if you're Southwestern, you have to realize that you have 2 plays to make this long distance, because this is fourth down territory. You cannot kick a field goal here. Owen with Green in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, pressure once again. Owen gets it away. That pass is caught by D'Angelo Howard. Howard down to the 25-yard line. It's still going to be a long fourth down. So it's going to be fourth down and about 13 to go here. And there really is no choice. Southwestern has to go for it. There's just 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining on the clock. They're down by 2 touchdowns. They can't let this slip away. Dixon goes in motion. Owen takes a snap, drops back to pass. Looking downfield, there's some pressure. He has a man. He hits him over across the middle. That's D'Angelo Howard down to the 3-yard line.
D'Angelo Howard with the reception. 22-yard gain to the 3-yard line.
And Owen takes a snap, and he's going to just bull rush forward. He's close to the touchdown, and there's the signal, touchdown. Southwestern is not going away just yet. They score a touchdown to get it within 1 touchdown. It is 27-19. And a very big extra point coming right here to try and get it to within 7. Three minutes, 44 seconds remaining on the clock. Del Fiero with the kick. It is up. It is through. We have a 7-point game. 3 minutes, 44 seconds remaining on the clock. It is Golden West 27, Southwestern 20. And Golden West is about to get the ball back. And at this point, Nick Mitchell needs to make a decision on what he wants to do once he gets that ball back. Does he want to go for the kill, try and move the ball down the field and end this game, or does he want to run it, try and kill clock, and then rely on his defense to close this thing out? There's still plenty of time left on the clock, so this game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. There's the onside kick, and that ball is on the ground. It's just laying there, and it is recovered by the Rustlers. Richard Manuzzi. The freshman defensive back from Hawaii, comes up with the onside kick. And I am not sure if I would have gone for the onside kick there. There is still plenty of time on the clock. What do you think, Ed?
I like the call. I like the call. It didn't work out, but I like people to be kind of aggressive. I mean, right here in this situation, you know, Golden West, so many coaches just try to take it easy. You've got to be aggressive and still get a first down here. Get a couple first downs, you can end the game.
So it's still Espinoza out there. Quarterback, he's got Morant behind him. There's the snap, handoff to Morant. Morant's going to go up the middle. Not much there. He picks up maybe a yard or two. Going to set up a 2nd down and 9. It is time for Southwestern's defense to step up and get them the ball back. Couple of first downs and this game is over. Espinoza going to let that clock roll down. Under 5 seconds on the play clock. He takes a snap at 3. Morant takes the handoff, trying to get to the outside, and there's nothing there for him. It's going to be a 3rd down and 9. And Southwestern uses their 2nd timeout of the game. They've got 1 timeout remaining. So 1 timeout remaining for Southwestern. There's 2 minutes, 49 seconds on the clock. Rustlers lead this game 27-20. It's going to be a 3rd down and 9, and possibly the biggest play of the game for Southwestern and their defense coming up right here. If they can get a stop, they're going to get the ball back, and they will have one last opportunity to try and put that ball in the end zone and tie this game up. Golden West, meanwhile, looking to run out the clock. There's 2 minutes, 49 seconds remaining. Winner of this game moves to 2-2 in the Southern Division and into 3rd place. Loser falls to 1-3. Espinoza set to take the snap. Espinoza rolling out. He's going to run with this ball. Tries to get up the middle. He's got close to the 1st down, but he's going to be a good yard shy of it. And Golden West is going to go for it. They bring out Zach Lewis to take the snap here, which makes me think it's going to be a quarterback sneak. You bring the bigger guy in there. Lewis, 6 feet, 200 pounds, as opposed to Espinoza, 5'11", 180. And that's a 1st down. 1st down, Golden West. Huge 1st down by Nathaniel Espinoza. And Southwestern is now on a respirator. They are running out of time. Zach Lewis stays in at quarterback. He's got Devon Jackson behind him. I would expect to see him turn around and hand this ball off. He's going to run that play clock all the way down below 5 seconds. There's the handoff to Jackson. Jackson up the middle, bounces off a man, bounces off another. Jackson out across the 40 down to the 36-yard line, and that might be another 1st down. First down for Devon Jackson on an 11-yard carry. First and 10. Ball is at the 36-yard line. We are under 2 minutes left in this game. Lewis takes a snap, hands off to Jackson. Jackson up the middle, there's nothing there. And Southwestern uses their final timeout of this game. So even if Golden West is not able to get another first down here, there's going to be very little time left on the clock if Southwestern gets that ball back.
Exactly, Matt. And with as you said, no timeouts, minute and 32, one more first down, and that's it.
And it's actually going to be Morant in the backfield with Lewis. There's the snap, handoff to Morant. Morant right up the middle. He's going to pick up a yard. And this is going to bring the clock down to about 45 seconds. Lewis exits. Espinosa's back in. Espinosa takes the snap with 2 seconds left on the play clock. There's Jackson. Jackson moves the pile down to the 29-yard line. And Golden West can run this clock down now to 1 second. As this game is pretty much over at this point. There's really nothing Southwestern can do. Just watch that clock run down. I would expect Golden West to just let it run all the way down, take the delay a game penalty, and then all they got to do is just take a snap and sit on it, and the game is over. And they didn't even take the delay a game penalty. They called timeout with 1.1 second on the clock. I think it's safe to say that it would be the greatest comeback in football history if Southwestern were somehow able to score with 1.1 second on the clock and without the ball. So this game is pretty much over at this point. So Golden West comes out for one last snap. They are lined up in victory formation. Espinosa is going to take the snap, let that 1 second run, and take a knee. And that is the game, folks. We look up at the scoreboard. Final score, Golden West takes down Southwestern. Golden West Rustlers 27, the Southwestern Jaguars 20. Golden West improves to 4-5 overall. Still a slight chance of making a bowl game. They have one game remaining. That is next week against Grossmont right here at Golden West.